I measured the corner with a ruler and was shocked to discover that our house had been built crooked. What should have been a perfect 90-degree corner was actually off by more than 30 degrees when measured from a different position. I quickly poured water on the floor and the water split into two separate streams. Realizing something was terribly wrong, I immediately began measuring the distances inside the house, then went outside to measure again. To my amazement, I discovered that the interior length was somehow 5 meters longer than the exterior. This left us completely stunned. Just then, a sudden chill filled the air. My daughter ran back to the living room to get her jacket, but strangely, after she opened the door and came out, she had vanished. At first, I thought she was playing hide and seek, but when I went inside to check, I found her jacket lying on the floor. I was instantly filled with panic and began searching for my daughter. I searched every corner of the house but couldn't find any trace of her. What I didn't know at that moment was that my missing daughter had somehow entered a bizarre space. She walked through the hallway and reached the last room, where she witnessed something terrifying.
Are you okay?
Meanwhile, I continued searching for my daughter, but when I opened a door on the second floor, I somehow ended up in the first floor living room. To avoid getting lost, I quickly used a chair from the doorway as a marker, but when I turned around, I discovered the hallway had somehow extended by 30 meters. Then I went to the study and found that a door had mysteriously appeared behind the bookshelf. Despite my fear, I forced myself to go through it in search of my daughter, but the next second, at that moment, my daughter encountered a strange old man in that otherworldly space.
What an innocent face.
After hearing my daughter scream, I immediately began searching for her. I pushed open the next door.
Daddy, where are you?
Once I determined which room my daughter was in, I kicked the door open with all my strength. But unexpectedly, I was back in the living room again, and the chair I'd used as a marker had been thrown aside. Later, I found my daughter on the staircase. A few days earlier, when our family had just moved in, something eerie happened that very night. While my daughter was playing shadow puppet games with her hands, a black shadow suddenly appeared on the wall. This terrified her, and I happened to walk in at that moment.
You gotta get to sleep, sweetie.
But there was a shadow on the wall.
Initially, I didn't pay much attention to it. I comforted her with a few words and left. But what I didn't know was that as soon as I left, that strange black shadow appeared again. After I turned off the lights in each room, I returned to the bedroom, but my wife was already asleep. I felt instantly disappointed. However, what I didn't realize was that during those few minutes I spent turning off the lights, more than 5 hours had somehow passed.